Happy Monday, everybody. March 19th, 2018. Countdown time. Countdown to the webinar, Kids, Teens, Tweens, and Tech, a digital survival guide for parents. Folks, this is for you. This is important. You're going to see in the show notes down below here a link you can click, or you can simply text Save the Kids to 33222. Get in on the webinar this Thursday, either 1 p.m. Eastern Time or 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Sign up for either one. We're going to be doing a live one, me and Big A, Aaron Walker. We're going to be doing this. And guys, why is this so important? I'm going to give you a name, and I'm going to bet 99.999% of you have never heard of this name. This is the guy who's causing problems for your kids, and I'm calling him out on this. It's a guy named Dr. B.J. Fogg. Who is Dr. B.J. Fogg? Well, let me just read you just a little bit, and you're going to see why this is so important. Nestled, and this actually comes from an article out of Medium, article I just posted. This is why it's so important. Nestled in an unremarkable building on the Stanford University campus in Palo Alto, California, is the Stanford Persuasive Technology Lab, founded in 1998. Who's the founder of it? Dr. B.J. Fogg. Why is this name so important? He is a psychologist and the father of persuasive technology, a discipline in which digital machines and apps, guess what, including smartphones, social media, and video games, are configured to alter human thoughts and behaviors. As the website used to proclaim, he's changed it since, machines designed to change humans. Guess who one of his students was? The people who created Instagram. Instagram is a big problem with kids, age 10 to 14, especially 15 to 19. It's been linked to suicide. It's been linked to self-harm. Why does he make a big deal about this? He says, for example, my students often do groundbreaking projects and they continue having impact in the real world after they leave Stanford. For example, Instagram has influenced the behavior of over 800 million people. The co-founder was a student of mine. Look, this whole thing was designed, and there was an interview with Sean Parker, who was one of the original. He was the guy who helped create Napster, which is a ripoff. They ripped off people's music, but then he became the first president of Facebook. He's a billionaire. The entire thing was to create dopamine to get you people, your kids, clicking all the time, because guess what? It's all about the likes. It's all about your self-worth. Your self-worth is tied into how many friends do you have. I did a screenshot. I may share this during the webinar. Ticked me off. Facebook sends, hey, guess what? All of your posts have been liked 23,000 times. You know, we're doing you're doing good to bring the world closer together. I don't need somebody's likes to validate me, but why are we tying this into it? This is what our kids are going through, especially age 10 to 14 girls. Age 10 to 14 have been impacted severely by this. In fact, let me just read you a couple things here. Suicide rates, this comes out of the New York Times. This is back in November of 2017. Suicide rates surged to a 30-year high. This is some of the same research you're going to get out of the free report when you sign up for this. Girls age 10 to 14, suicide rate has increased 320%. Boys age 10 to 14, 204%. Guys, we are at all-time highs for this. Why? What else happened in 2007? The rise of social media, the rise of online gaming, and guess what? The introduction of the smartphone, the iPhone from Apple. Guess what, guys? Another thing, Pew Research just did a study. About a quarter of U.S. adults say they are almost constantly online. Sit in a room with 4 people, look around. That means one of you is constantly on the phone. I would bet even more than that. But right now they're talking about have become more widespread. 26% of American adults now report that they go online almost constantly, up from 21% in 2015. Folks, what kind of an example are we setting for our children when we do stuff like this? When we go to a restaurant and they're sitting there looking at this, we've told them it's about the technology. It's not about the conversation. This starts getting wrapped. These guys don't have the capability and capacity and cognitive ability at this point to discern the same things that we can as adults, to discern, certain things that have subtleties to them. They're being affected because this is all about the dopamine. It's all about getting that hit. It's all about what Dr. B.J. Fogg said is altering the human mind. So this is why we have to be careful of this. A couple other things. One other quick article. This actually came out again November 2017. Self-inflicted injuries surge among tween and early teen girls. It has gone up significantly. The rate of self-harm between boys 10 to 24 has remained stable from 2001 through 2015. But visits for non-fatal self-inflicted injuries, especially among girls and young women, has more than doubled during that time. And all of this, suicide is preventable, said the lead author of that study. So guys, this is some of the stuff we're going to talk about. But I'll tell you, let me leave you with this one line here. Again, look down below. You're going to see the link to the webinar. You can also join by texting Save the Kids to 33222. Just hop on. There's a bunch of free stuff I'm going to give away with this. I talked with Aaron. In fact, I have a special bonus. If you stay for the whole webinar, I'm going to give you something that's worth about $500. I'm going to give it to you for free. There's absolutely no cost to join this webinar. We're not selling anything out of this webinar. In fact, I'm doing the opposite. Stuff that I was selling, I've decided to take it off the board. There's certain stuff you folks out there ought to have, and it ought to be free, and we're going to give it to you. Let me leave you with this line. And it comes from a book that we in our mastermind, Iron Sharpens Iron, and this is where I met Big A, and Tom Schwab, and all the guys, and this is where we started from. But it was a book called basically How to Set Boundaries. And this is a great, and it's called Boundaries Updated and Expanded Edition. When to say yes, how to say no, to take control of your life. This is a great statement. I'm going to leave you with this, give you a couple more pieces of information, then we're going to let you get on your way today. There are two ways you can start off with kids. First, you can say yes to everything. Then when you start putting limits on them, they'll resent you and rebel. Does that sound familiar? Or you can begin with clear and strict limits. After they get used to your style, you can loosen up a little. They'll love you forever. So it's up to you folks. You can take a little pain now for a lot of gain later, or you can do what too many parents are doing right now, and I was guilty of done. Folks, don't worry about this. When video games first came out and stuff, I thought, pretty cool. TV, hey, mom and dad, we can go, go sit on the back deck or do whatever, relax a little bit and just let technology take care of the kids. I was responsible for that too. But we can't do that, guys. We've got to take control back of this. Like I said, short-term pain for long-term gain, or you can just let the technology raise your kids. And we've seen what happens when we do that. Okay, guys? That's it for today. We're going to be driving more attendance this Thursday, March 22nd, in the year of our Lord, 2018, either at 1 p.m., 7. By the way, Jack Bowers, you saw that. I don't even say that anymore because he's got his own name tag up here. Jack Bowers, Cybercrime Dog Extraordinaire. He's my partner for this, along with Big A. 1 p.m. or 7 p.m. on March 22nd. Text 33222 or text Save the Kids to 33222, or hit that Google shortened link I have down there. That'll take you to the page where you can click on the information, register. Important, you're going to get two emails. One is welcoming you to the webinar. The second one is to confirm your email address so that I can send you this report that I've put together. And guys, there's a bunch more free stuff coming, including a guidebook that I'm working on, putting together the finishing touches on the presentation right now. I'll tell you, I think it's going to be great. I'm especially thankful to Big A for all the work that he's doing with me out there. His video that started this whole thing off, where we said we've got to do something, has gotten nearly 40,000 views on Facebook. Now, you may be thinking, well, Justin Bieber gets 1 million. Hey, I don't care about Justin Bieber. The fact that 40,000 people, they've over 800 shares, a bunch of comments, the fact that people are sharing this, folks, this has struck a nerve, and we're going to do something about this, okay? Me, Morgan Wright, and Jack Bauer, I'll be back at you again tomorrow. We're going to drive this thing. Please, please, please share this. Share the information. Get people registered on the webinar, folks. I'm telling you, a couple extra goodies I'm going to throw in that I think you really, something I learned over the weekend that I said, I'm going to do this. I'm going to announce it later, but I'm not going to tell you now why. This is called the tease. If I gave you everything away now, you wouldn't want to watch tomorrow. So watch tomorrow. I'll give you a bigger announcement on a community to be created, how it's going to help, and what we can do, okay? Text the information, share the information with your friends. I'll see you either at 1 p.m. or 7 p.m. on the webinar Thursday, March 22nd, 2018. Guys, kids, teens, tweens, and techs. I am your Sherpa, your digital Sherpa. I'm going to give you parents a survival guide, give you a toolkit, and show you how to take back control, okay? Till tomorrow, Morgan Wright, signing off.